Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Dan Levinson, joined by Joe Brown. We'll be commentating the round 5 match now. Is this round 5?
No, round four.
Round 4 match between Angel Miranda and Jake Skurchak. Both really strong
Angel
players here.
and Jake, both top performers. They're both qualified for Worlds. They're both also 2-1. So at this late stage in the game, we potentially, if you lose this round, you might be knocked out a contention for top 8.
Yep.
So it's pretty important. If you guys didn't get to see the prize, it's really cool. It says NINJ Liberty Garden Invitational. And and so it's like engraved on this cool. Yeah, we're good. It's engraved on this cool like a notepad thing. It's super cool. So you definitely want to win first prize. So they're getting right into it.
Yeah.
As we come in. So sorry for a second.
Yep.
There we go. We saw Terrakion in the open. So that's pretty cool.
Terrakion being led by Angel with a Whimsicott, while Jake having that Bronzong and Salamence on the bottom.
Yep, so Jake is on the bottom of your screen, Angel's on the top. I saw Angel tweet earlier today that he's bringing his 2011 Worlds team to the tournament today, so that definitely looks 2011 to me.
Yeah, most definitely. I really like these leads. Have we already told the teams? I mean, Angel has a team of Rayquaza, Togekiss, Bronzong, Groudon, Terrakion, and Whimsicott. Jake on the bottom with a team of Kangaskhan, Kyogre, Bronzong, Salamence, Thundurus, and Groudon. We do see the Mega Evolve on Salamence onto Jake's side, and we're going to see a beat up. The classic 2011 combo, you beat up your Terrakion. It has the justified ability. It's going to hit for 4 times, so it's going to be increasing it by +4 stages in attack. So very strong move here.
Right, you see Salamence with that Intimidate. It doesn't really matter because Terrakion is +3, and a +3 stab, rock slide to Salamence might not really be doing much, or it might not live that.
Yeah, Salamence not going to be taking that too well. Bronzong, though, probably going to take about half here. However, we see a close combat, though. That's going to be taking out the Bronzong. We'll have to see how Salamence plays it out here. Probably going to be setting up maybe a Tailwind or just go straight for a Hyper Voice, I would imagine. We do see, though, the Life Orb, though, coming from the Terrakion, and we see the Tailwind, though, from Salamence now.
At first I was wondering, why don't you go Focus Sash Terrakion like a lot of 15? But if you're going to beat up your own Terrakion, obviously you can't. So it's pretty cool to see that Bronzong, a very bulky Pokemon, getting knocked out off of a neutral close combat there.
Yeah, I mean, we see the Groudon now coming out on Jake's side, but the thing is that Angel has to be worried about the Tailwind now. I mean, he has that increase in attack because of the Justified boost, but now he has to be worried. Should Jake be going for the Protect onto the Groudon? But he is also faster too, so I think a Precipice Blades would take out the Terrakion here.
I think, he's definitely faster, so he's able to handle the Terrakion. It's just whatever shenanigans Whimsicott has up his sleeve, because Whimsicott could, or Terrakion could protect, and Whimsicott could also have Prankster Tailwind go up, so he can match that and the next turn be faster. So I think that would be the best chance or best situation for Angel to match Tailwinds on this team in this game.
Cooperative Worlds?
And as we said, it's round 4 here at the Liberty Garden, New York, New Jersey Invitational. Both players are 2-1. Angel's on top. Jake is on the bottom.
Yeah, we see the Terrakion go for the Protect here, but the Grass Whistle, though, from Whimsicott, that's going to connect onto Salamence. So no flying attack coming out from Salamence here. We do see to get that first turn sleep, though, the guaranteed sleep, and Precipice Blades is going to connect here. Going to be connecting onto the Whimsicott. So not a whole lot of damage, though, from the Grass attack resist there.
So on that turn, if Angel protected with the Terrakion anyway, so I guess it was good for him to get the Salamence to sleep, but he didn't match the Tailwind, so he's still slower.
Yeah, Grass Whistle, though, going off, but it's going to be missing the Groudon, though. Precipice Blades is going to connect, though, so that will be taking out the Terrakion here and doing more chip damage onto that Whimsicott. Also, a quick shout-out, though, to Danny Hemchen, who is fortunately not here today serving our country overseas, but he actually qualified for this tournament, though, so shout-out to you, Danny.
We heart you, Danny.
We heart
you. Can't see it, but we got our hearts
Yeah.
up right now.
Yeah.
So, but like as I was saying, that not matching the Tailwind really hurt Terrakion there.
Yeah, we just saw a Grass Whistle, though, going off onto the Groudon. Missing it, though. Hyper Voice is going to connect, though, and will be taking out that Whimsicott.
Whimsicott going down, isn't able to get a lot done. He was able to put Salamence to sleep, which helped by him a couple of turns, but we saw a little berry go off when Bronzong got hit by Fire Punch.
Yeah, the Oka Berry going off onto that Bronzong, though. Going to be able to take the Sun-boosted Fire Punch from Groudon, and it's going to be able to set up the Trick Room now.
That's good information for Jake to know. A lot of Bronzongs run the Lumberry to deal with Smeargle, but he had the Oka Berry there, so he now knows going into. You could also, I guess, do the Heat-Proof Bronzong, but he decides to go Levitate and Oka Berry.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them tend to have that Whimsicott. Usually they might even run the Safeguard instead, so that frees up a slot for Bronzong, and in this case, Angel decides to go for an Oka Berry, but we do see Angel switch out and bring in his Groudon now, so now he's free to be attacking with it. Hypnosis, though, going off now and being the fastest Pokemon on the field, going to be getting Jake's Groudon to fall asleep here. Swords Dance, though, from Angel, though, that's going to be huge in these next couple turns, increasing its attack stat by +2 stages. And Groudon getting the guaranteed first turn sleep, while Salamon's going to get that Hyper Voice off.
So it's not going to be enough to knock out Bronzong, even with the critical hit. But getting the Swords Dance off is really important right now because Groudon can stay asleep for next turn. He might be able to get some advantage, and Salamence protects, but Precipice Blade isn't going to hit him anyway.
Yeah, Gravity, though, getting set up here, so now he's going to be free to use the Precipice Blades, and probably the following turn going to get it off onto that Salamence. We do see it connect onto Jake's Groudon, though, so that's going to be getting taken out here.
Yeah, definitely a +2 Precipice Blades. Critical hit definitely did not matter on that turn. So Angel's able to put it back into his position a little bit. But we see Fiji Bottle coming in.
Gotta love these nicknames here. Jake bringing out the Kyogre now. Gonna switch that weather up again and have the Primordial Seas. So the thing, though, now he has to be watching out is that Groudon. And I don't know, depending on how Jake trains his Kyogre, potentially a speed tie or not, both primals do have the same base speed.
I think what might be a good play, if he's able to pull it off, if Jake can protect Kyogre and Tailwind with Salamence and get the speed advantage over Groudon, that might be strong.
Well, we do see the Protect from Kyogre. Bronzong connecting the Hypnosis onto that to the Kyogre as well, but will Precipice take it enough? No, survives by 8 HP. Hyper Voice going off here, going to take out that Bronzong and do some more chip damage onto that Groudon.
So Jake is able to come back in this one. That Swords Dance Groudon was really scary at first. It looked like he was going to be able to seal it up. But that Protect and Tailwind knocking out Bronzong in that turn, Hyper Voice. So not Tailwind and going for the damage to get the advantage. Definitely smart move. That's gonna be game one for Jake.
Yeah, Origin Pulse going off, taking out that Groudon. Really huge victory for Jake there. You know, Salamence surviving this turn was really big for him. Without that, probably would have lost that set.
Yeah, who knows if that was a roll or if Jake had calc for that. I don't know if he runs into too many +2 Precipice Blades onto his flying type Salamence, so he might not have specs for that. So could have just been lucky. But going into game 2 here with Angel had the strong lead. The Terrakion is pretty terrifying if you're not able to handle it. But I think Jake is definitely more prepared for it now.
Yeah, I mean, going now into this next game here, I don't know. I mean, do you think Angel would go for that same lead? I mean, I think at this point he might even try and switch it up here.
I think, probably after losing game 1, you oftentimes want to switch something up just to see if something else could possibly work. So we didn't see Rayquaza on the team. He left out Rayquaza and Togekiss, so maybe trying that strategy. Bring Rayquaza, Togekiss, Groudon, and Bronzong instead. Leave Terrakion out of this game and save it for game 3. I think that might be a strong option for Angel.
Yeah, I mean, he got pretty lucky getting those Grass Whistles off with Whimsicott, but other than that, I mean, okay, he did get the beat up off on the Terrakion. That was really good. Terrakion got the close combat to knock out the, I think it was the Groudon very early in the series, but I don't know. We'll see how Angel plays
He
out.
also did hit a Hypnosis out of Gravity, too. So he really had a lot of advantage. Salamence was asleep the whole time, so he did have a lot of sleep advantage, but he opens the same lead.
Yeah, Angel opting to go with that same lead of Terrakion, probably figuring it was a really safe play, and, why not go ahead with it? He did get a pretty good start last game. Jake going with the Groudon and Salamence lead.
I think that he's really not scared of the Salamence. Usually you would be opening with Terrakion, but because he has the beat up, it really doesn't matter. He's just +3 instead of +4. But Terrakion's so strong that +1 difference really doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if he does go for that same play again, Salamence, depending on what it tries to do, I would even expect another Protect Tailwind coming off here. I think that would be a really good play for Jake to go with.
I think this is last time I said Angel could go for the Protect Tailwind also. It would be good for him to match the potential Tailwind off of Salamence's end where he's Mega Evolving. That way he keeps the speed advantage.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing the Salamence Mega Evolve on Jake. Beat up, though, going off onto that Terrakion again. We'll be getting the Justified boost with the +3. And I don't know, I think another Rock Slide maybe. Or maybe he'll just go straight for that Close Combat onto the Groudon.
Yeah, Close Combat probably with the Justified boost will be enough for the Groudon to knock out the Groudon. That's definitely an important play. Who's more important, the Salamence or the Groudon? Most of the times it's your legendary Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean, again, everything is all Weather Wars here, and he does go for the Close Combat, going to be taking out that Groudon, and now he doesn't have to worry about weather anymore from Jake's side with the Groudon.
Yeah, he really Jake loses his Groudon for nothing. It would have been nice to see the Protect Tailwind come out possibly, but that's what he did the first game, and he wanted to switch it up.
Yep, and we do see the Double Edge from Salamence. That's going to be taking out the Terrakion, so both players down one Pokemon very early in this game.
But in this case, I think Angel, even though it might look good because he knocked out the Groudon, but he lost Terrakion, which is like his strongest attacker. So now he has Bronzong, Whimsicott out. Really has no offensive pressure right now. He can put everyone to sleep as long as he wants, but assuming Groudon is his last Pokemon, all he has left for offensive pressure is Groudon.
Yeah, I mean, Jake does have the double Primal, but so he might actually have Kyogre in the back still. But the thing, though, is that Angel, I mean, not really that great of a lead here. Sure, he could try and go for a Grass Whistle, but he doesn't really have that offensive pressure that you'd want to have here. We do see the Safeguard, though, coming off on from Whimsicott. And there's the Hyper Voice, though. Super effective onto Whimsicott, taking it right down. Is that going to take it out?
Nah, it's got a Focus
This
Sash.
Focus Sash, yeah. Okay, Focus Sash activating, leaving it with 1 HP. And Gyro Ball from Jake. That's going to be taking out the Whimsicott here.
So safeguarding that turn, I don't know if it was the most effective thing in the world because he probably wasn't going to get hit by a Hypnosis as we see the gravity going off. So I think there was much better chance of a Gyro Ball because it's super effective on Whimsicott or the Trick Room potentially. So I didn't think the safeguard was that necessary that turn.
Yeah, and I mean, Angel going for the gravity here. I don't know if that was a great play because now Jake just safeguarded, and now he's free to go for a Hypnosis if he's running it or not. And but at the same time, Angel has Primal Groudon out now, so now he'll be able to hit off his Precipice Blades if he chooses to, and will be able to do good damage onto that Mega Salamence.
So if Angel is able to get off a Trick Room in this situation, like Protect Groudon and Trick Room, that could be important. But Jake could try to make the next level play and also Trick Room to counter. That would be cool to see. But definitely Angel needs to get some type of speed advantage in gravity to be able to take out Salamence and Kyogre.
Also, one nice thing to quickly point out is that when you use gravity, it'll show if your Pokemon is levitating or not, and that's really good for knowing if you're running a Heat-Proof Bronzong or if you're running a Levitate. But
oh, really? I did not know that.
It just showed off. We saw both Pokemon carrying the Levitate ability because of gravity, but we do see Kyogre being switched in with Jake, and Jake's going to be firing off his Hyper Voice there, taking about a quarter on both Pokemon, and again, Angel going for that Swords Dance on his Groudon, so he'll need to connect that this next turn. Bronzong, though, getting the Hypnosis, though, going to be making Salamence fall asleep here.
So excuse me. I don't. The hypnosis is good because Salamence isn't able to attack, but he's just hyper voicing away, which is only doing 25-30% each turn. So it's not the most effective thing in the world. If he was able to get that potential Trick Room off and get the speed advantage over Salamence while gravity is still up, that would have it could have put him in a better position.
Yeah,
But with the sword, a Swords Dance Trick Room on that turn, he'd have the +2 plus the speed advantage. That would have been pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, he just has to be watching out now. I think because Angel got that gravity up, he's in a pretty good position, but he has to be watching out, though, for Kyogre. And he still can skill swap as well, so if he decides to reset that weather there.
Right. He might think, but so potentially this turn, I guess he could get a Protect out of Groudon just to keep, try to get the moves out.
Yeah, Groudon going for the Protect there, though. Salamon's still asleep. Should probably going for a Protect there as well. Origin Pulse, though, going off here. Gonna hit that Bronzong. Will it be enough? Yes, critical hit onto the Bronzong. Angel gonna be losing that Bronzong right there and gonna lose out on that skill swap later on. And it looks like this is Jake's game right now.
Yeah, that's tough because potentially he went for the Trick Room there. He went Protect Trick Room. And Salamence gets all 3 turns of sleep.
And then Jake wins the speed tie, fires his Origin Pulse off, and Jake takes this best 2 out of 3 series.
So that crit might not have mattered, but if it did, he wasn't able to get the Trick Room off, which gave the speed advantage, where +2 Precipice Blades on both of them, 100%, or close to 100%. That could have turned in Angel's favor, but Jake ends up winning this one 2-0. He's now 3-1, moving into the final round. Angel's 2-2.
Yep, and we will be right back with our last round 5 for today, which will be followed up with a top 8 cut. So
yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back.